Emily felt stuck in her daily routine. Wake up late, rush to work, spend hours at her desk, come home exhausted, and collapse on the couch to scroll through social media. She wanted to change, exercise more, learn new things, feel productive. But the thought of overhauling her life seemed overwhelming. Every day ended the same, unproductive and frustrated. One evening, she stumbled upon a podcast about the psychologist B.F. Skinner. The host explained how Skinner believed that small positive habits could lead to significant life changes through positive reinforcement. Start small, the speaker said. You don't need to change everything at once. Reinforce good habits and they'll grow. The idea stuck with Emily. She decided to try it out by setting one simple goal. She would stretch for 5 minutes every morning, right after waking up. No more, no less. The task seemed easy, but that was the point. It was small enough to accomplish without feeling like a burden. She also added a reward to reinforce it. After stretching, she'd enjoy her favorite cup of coffee. The first few mornings were tough. Emily was tempted to hit the snooze button, but she pushed through, knowing the coffee was waiting. Over the next few days, the habit became easier, and after a week, it felt natural. Stretching no longer seemed like a chore, and her body even started to crave it. Encouraged by this success, Emily decided to add another small habit, drinking a glass of water each morning before her coffee. It was another easy win, and the positive reinforcement worked. Slowly but surely, she began to feel the impact of these small changes. As time went on, Emily added more tiny habits, like taking a 5-minute walk during lunch and reading a few pages of a book before bed instead of scrolling through her phone. None of these habits felt overwhelming, but combined they started to shift her day. Her mornings became more energized, her focus at work improved, and over the next few months, Emily realized just how much had changed. What started as a 5-minute stretch had turned into a morning routine that set the tone for her day. The small habits she adopted had a ripple effect. She was more productive, healthier, and even happier. She felt more in control of her life and less weighed down by the monotony that had once, reflecting on Skinner's theory. Emily understood the power of starting small. Big transformations didn't come from massive overhauls, but from tiny, consistent actions. The key was positive reinforcement, rewarding herself for each small success, which motivated her to continue. Each habit built on the last, and before she knew it, her life had changed. Emily's friends started to notice the difference. She seemed more energetic, focused, and motivated. When they asked her how she did it, she shared Skinner's lesson. I didn't make any huge changes. I just started with 5 minutes of stretching. It's the small things that make a big difference. Emily's journey wasn't over. There were still goals she wanted to achieve, but for the first time in a long time, she felt like she was moving forward. Her small habits had created a sense of momentum, and she realized that sometimes the most profound changes begin with the smallest steps. By embracing Skinner's idea of positive reinforcement, Emily had transformed her everyday life. The key wasn't in grand gestures, but in the tiny, mindful actions that added up over time. She no longer felt stuck. She was in motion, and that made all the difference.